Hello YouTube, I'm at the amazing Greg Gully's house today. I brought a few horses along. I got Lucky with us. Lucky me, lucky you, our youth champion horse, show horse. Of course we got April with us. And I got the new horse that I'm training for some people from Indiana. Her name is Shenanigans. And of course Rhonda got to come along to see Willis. And Greg's gonna be riding his horses. Today I'm gonna ride Lucky first. Today's gonna be day one of trying to set her leads for her show canter and to get her cantering slower. Greg is a reining horse trainer, and I want to incorporate some of their techniques into the foxtrotter world and try to improve the way we train show canters. So this will be my first year trying to show a horse in a canter class. I've chosen Lucky to be my guinea pig. She'll be the one I try to show this fall if everything goes to plan. Right now I'm just going to ride her and try to warm her up. And of course y'all remember the amazing Greg Gully, famous reining trainer.
Hi guys.
We'll make sure we show you a lot of his horses today too. Show you guys just a little bit of the warm up on Lucky. Walk, baby. That's the flat foot walk. She's been doing a lot of trail riding, so she's a bit off the bit. I'm having to work with her mouth by lifting on her rib cage to get her to take a hold and hold her head where I want it. There's good steps. You can really feel when she reaches and when she's just being lazy. Whenever she reaches good, I take my spur out of her rib. And I'm just barely tickling her with it, but she knows what it's there for. Okay, trot. There's the foxtrot. Okay, walk. Who? Ooh, double 11s right there.
Oh my God.
Okay, this is Greg's coming 5-year-old mare, Bubblicious. It's out of his stud, and she's probably his best trained mare he's got. He's just introducing her to the big girl bridle. He's always rode her in a snaffle before, and he's gonna warm her up and get her working. What should I do first to start before I ask her?
Fade her shoulder, because it's easier than fading your hip at the wall. You know what I'm saying? It's just physically easier.
Well, how do I know if I'm getting it?
If your nose is to the inside, and you can stay on the outside track, you're getting it. You know what I mean?
Why can't I fade the shoulder and push the hip out at the same time?
I mean, it's just, you don't want to overload a horse. You know she's old and smart. You don't want to just ask the world, like, if you was, even though you're old and smart, if I was trying to train gymnastics to you and said, okay, now you're going to do a kick flip and then you're going to do a twist. No, you're going to ask one thing at a time until you can bring them all together. You know?
Okay. Well, how's this look? Does she look like the shoulder's in? Feels like it.
Yeah, okay, how do you know if you got control of your shoulders? Watch, because this mare is between my legs, right? So I can have her head bent and cut the circle off, or I can have her head bent and go straight back out. Just get to where she's between your legs.
Okay, I'm gonna ask her to canter. You tell me if I got the right lead. Canter. Oh, she don't want to. Come on. I thought she'd canter right off. Come on, canter. Boy, I thought she'd canter. That's... Come on. She don't want to canter though, that's funny.
But she's in the correct shape.
Attempt 1 was a major failure. We have to try again, or I might have to switch with the amazing Greg Gully.
Red.
Yep. All right, well, we had a miserable failure on the counterclockwise, but we're gonna try picking it up with the clockwise first so that we can get the cue to canter in this horse's head. There's a little bit of a hill in here, so I'm gonna wait till we're going uphill to ask, because it just helps them. Okay, canter. Good girl. Got the right lead, Greg? Walk. Walk. Okay, walk. Getting a little charged up, me asking her to do that. I'm gonna walk her a lap till she's working good. And I'm gonna ask again. Walk. Canter. Oh, walk. Yeah, but I'm not getting the front end to come up, the back end's coming up. Whoa.
I don't know that it would work. But like a Western horse, if they're walking too fast, that's the answer, is just the, like when you feel them come up, like if my horse is too fast, I'm going to ask for a low right. If she's too fast, I'll just stop her. And if she's too fast on this next one, I'll just stop her. And get her to where she's wanting to listen, and see how she's softened right there.
Yeah. Okay, so battery went dead when I was riding Lucky. She did pretty good on her first canter, but now I went and got April out, and I'm just gonna warm her up. And the amazing Greg Gully is on Gunny now, his 2-year-old. Should be 3 here in a couple months, and she's doing real well. Show how she'll drop her head for you, Greg. Oh yes, it's getting soft. Not what we want for the foxtrotters, but pretty fancy for the quarter horse people. So I'm gonna show you what I do to warm April up. One thing I've been working on, she has a bad habit of backing up with her head up, and I want her to back up with her head down. Back, good. Back, back, good. Back, good. Back, good. So every time she drops that head, I take the pressure off my feet. Walk forward.
The pressure I'm talking about is I'm turning my toes out, and with my heels, I'm lifting on her rib cage right next to the girth.
Good.
When her head goes down, I release that.
Back. Good. Then I'll work on yielding her hips. See, I'm just moving that hip around with my leg pressure. Let me see if I can get the camera on my leg. See how that leg's pushing against that side? That hip's yielding real good. Now let me see if I can do it with the right hand on this leg. Yeah, I bring it in. You can see the back feet stepping across. Then I let go. That's very good for her. That's what helps me get my leads and my canter on her, and we'll show that right now. Inside of the circle, and then I'm going to ask for the canter. Walk. Ooh. Had the correct lead, so I'm going to go to the other lead. Try to get it there too. This is her weaker side. Okay, canter.
So just before I ask her to canter, I use my right leg to yield her hip to the left. That way it puts her body at a cant, hence the word canter, so that the inside foot will lead. That's what you want on your leads on your canter. You want the inside of the circle to be the lead legs going forward first.
Back up. Back. Back up. Oh. And whenever you're real pleased with a horse, get off of them. That's what the amazing Greg Gully says, and I agree. Nothing like positive reinforcement like giving a lazy animal a break.
Just come here, and this is really a soft feel. Like you're just gonna, my hands are not heavy at all, like a pound maybe, because you want it to not be a fight. Like I'm just softening her, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then once she starts, see how she's already relaxing?
Mm-hmm.
She knows it's not a push and pull thing. So then once she comes here, I'll lay my hand like this and get her used to not being claustrophobic. You know, because a lot of horses, if you put them here, they'd be like, oh man, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna get her here, get her rubbing, rub on her. Just keep her soft. Just let that that sigh go through you too. And then come down here and let her get used to being there. Because, you know, a horse that's broke, you should be able to bridle it if you're handicapped, right?
Right.
So I can come here and see how she's licking her lips and happy.
Yep.
She likes being there. She likes this. So I'm gonna come here, just let her be soft, and then pet her for it. Well, she's being so good. Yeah, you're being so good. What a good girl. While you're here, let her be in that happy spot. Bring her back to me. And that's also her reward. You know, just like loosening your saddle. Oh, baby, don't take it back. Don't take it back. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. She had that thought for a moment, like, oh, I'm free. But just keep her there. And it has to still stay.
Oh, there, now she's relaxed again.
Hold on loosely, and now I can
Lay down, Rhonda.
Now we moved on to Shenanigans, the horse I'm training for an outside client.
Rhonda,
And Greg wanted to show me some ways on getting her to join up and to follow and really fall in love with him a little bit quicker than the way I do it. And he is kind of the master at this, so I like watching him work. This is kind of a long clip, but it just shows the process of what Greg does to put the first ride on the horse. And this is the first time that Shenanigans been turned loose with somebody on her back and saddled. So there's a lot to watch, and it's kind of hard to narrate since Greg was the one doing it. But just kind of watch and enjoy and kind of see the process of how we start our horses.
Good girl. Good girl. Good girl.
Greg likes the psychology of being able to saddle the horse up without it being tied or even caught with a rope or having a rope on it, because this makes the horse more of a willing participant in getting saddled up, and it will keep them from fidgeting in the future, and it also just lets them be a little bit more at ease, like it's their idea, or at least that they're a partner in this while saddling free like this.
Baby. Who's my baby? Come see me, move your feet. You're not stuck. I know it's tight. You're okay. Yeah. Come here. Hey. Come here. Good girl. Good choice. Do you have reins for this thing, or what do you ride her in? Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah, he's a good girl. Out. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. Good girl. What's your dog's name?
Rhonda.
Just Rhonda.
Rhonda, come back here.
Good. Yeah.
Come over here. Come here, Rhonda. Rhonda, come here.
Good girl. Good girl.
Had to make a choice there, didn't she?
She did good. Good choice, girl. Back up for me, wasn't you?
I think she was.
Good girl. Yeah. What a good girl. You did good. I know that ain't much, but I want to quit because she made the good choice, and I don't want to, even though she's not young, I don't want to overwhelm her.
Right. Well, she's doing good on that.
Good girl.
Doggone it, Rhonda slipped off again. Rhonda, get back over here. Hurry up. Come here. Rhonda, come here.
This hurts so weak side. Don't worry about Rhonda. Worry about me.
Lay down.
That gets your heart pumping, baby. That gets you going. Hey. Good girl.
As you can tell, she didn't mind being ridden, and that's the whole idea, is to try to quit on a good note. Make a little incremental improvements each day, and then just call it good enough. Don't push too far. Thank you for making it to the end of the video.